Hello and welcome to Key Study Point. Hope you all are doing well. So, in the continuation of MCQ series for UPHCSC English, we are with you in this video with 20 or 25 MCQ questions from the unit 5th that deals with literary theory and criticism. So, let's start with the first question. What is the primary focus of T.S. Eliot's essay, Tradition and Individual Talent? Options are the personal expression of emotions in poetry, the relationship between a poet and literary tradition, the history of English literature, the biography of great poets. So, option B is the correct answer. The relationship between a poet and literary tradition. As the title suggests, tradition and individual talent. Okay, and let's see next question, question number 2 of the video. According to Eliot, what is the role of tradition in literary progress? Tradition must be rejected for true innovation to occur. Tradition is relevant to the creation of new art. Tradition is the foundation upon which new art is created. Tradition only serves to limit the poet's creativity. Option C is the correct answer. He believes that tradition is the foundation upon which new art is created. So option C is the correct answer here. Question number third, next question. In Eliot's view, what does the historical sense in a poet refer to? The poet's ability to create art that is entirely original, poets' awareness of how their works relate to the works of their literary ancestors, the poet's ability to write without any influence from previous poets, poets focus on contemporary issues in their work. So option B is the correct answer when it comes to historical sense. So as per Eliot's view, the poets' awareness of how their works relate to the works of their literary ancestors. That is a historical sense in view of T.S. Eliot. That means if you are a writer, you should have knowledge of your ancestors who had written in the realm of literature or genre in which you are writing. So option B is the correct answer. Next question, how does Eliot describe the poet's role in the creation of poetry? What is the role of poet? Okay, so poet is the mere vessel through which tradition is expressed. The poet's emotions are the primary source of inspiration for poetry. The poet expresses personal emotions to connect with readers. The poet creates poetry without any influence from past work. So option A is the correct answer here. The poet is mere vessel through which tradition is expressed. This is very tricky question. You may note down this question. Next question: what is the impersonal theory of poetry proposed by Eliot? Eliot proposed a theory of impersonality, or we call it impersonal theory of poetry. So, what is that? What does that mean? Poetry is an expression of poets' personal feelings. Uh, the poet must depersonalize themselves and channel tradition in their work. The poet must reject all previous literary influences. Poetry must focus on poet's biography and personal experiences. So option B is the correct answer. Impersonality means the poet must depersonalize themselves and channel tradition in their works. Eliot says that a poet should not include personal traits or personalization while writing. Okay, so he gave this concept of impersonality or theory of impersonality. Next question, according to Eliot, what is required for a poet to gain talent? Talent is an innate gift that cannot be developed. Talent comes from reading only modern poetry. Talent is earned through a deep study of literary tradition. Talent is simply the poet's ability to create original emotions. So, Eliot believes that talent is earned through a deep study of literary tradition. If you read more, you can be intellectual, you can write good, you can be a good, talented author, poet. Next question. In Hamlet and His Problems, Eliot wrote this essay, Hamlet and His Problems. So, in that essay, Eliot introduces the concept of objective correlative. What does this term refers to? What does that mean? Objective correlative. It is very important term. Objective correlative, uh, dissociation of sensibility, and impersonality. These are the terms or theories given by T.S. Eliot. You can't ignore them. You can't neglect them. You must have very clear idea about these three terms. Options are here in this question: the emotional expression of poet's inner life, the use of specific objects or events to evoke emotions in the audience, the personal history of the poet influencing their work, a method of creating emotional depth in poet's personal experience. So option B is the correct answer. The use of specific objects or events to evoke emotions in the audience. Okay, I have made a separate video, short especially, describing the meaning of objective correlative. You may check it in playlist named literary terms. Next question: how does Eliot view the relationship between emotion and poetry in his essay? Poetry is direct expression of the poet's personal emotions. Emotion is irrelevant to the process of creating poetry. Poet must create emotion by using objective correlatives, not by expressing personal feelings. So option C is the correct answer here. The poet must create emotion by using objective correlatives, not by expressing personal feelings. Next question: what does Eliot mean by the term mind of Europe? This is again an important term. What does that mean? What does that term mean? Mind of Europe. The collective thoughts of individual poets throughout history, a fusion of all the works of European literature into a single evolving tradition, a specific worldview of European philosopher, in the influence of European political system on literature. So option B is the correct answer. A fusion of all the works of European literature into a single evolving tradition that is known as Mind of Europe as per T.S. Eliot. Next question: in the tradition and individual talent, how does Eliot describe the creation of new art? New art emerges independently from tradition without any reference to the past. Option B is new art arises only by rejecting past literary works. Option C is new art emerges through the interaction of a poet with the existing literary tradition. And option D, new art is created by ignoring the work of earlier poets. So option C, the correct answer. It is little bit easier question. You can easily take the option. New art emerged through the interaction of a poet with existing literary tradition. Let's see next question from another work. Although they are mixed from all these three essays of T.S. Eliot, tradition and individual talents, and Hamlet and his problem, and metaphysical poets. When was T.S. Eliot essay Tradition and Individual Talent first published? So it is easy question in 1990. You may remember the date. Lot of time dates of publication and date of writing may be asked. You may remember the dates. In 1990, this essay was published. 1990. Next question: where was Tradition and Individual Talents first published? So it was first published in the Egoist, in this journal. So you may remember this fact as well. These are some factual questions. In which collection did T.S. Eliot's essay Tradition and the Individual Talent appear in 1920s? This essay reappeared in 1920 in the Sacred Wood. So option B is the correct answer here. In 1990 it was published in The Egoist, but next year it was the part of the Sacred Wood. So you remember it. So if you are asked that first time, then you have to answer 1990 again. If they ask and they don't give this option the egoist, then you may choose this one in 1920 if they ask with the year of republication. So you may answer this option be the sacred wood. Next question: what is the simultaneous order, sorry, what is the simultaneous order that Eliot refers to in relation to tradition? Simultaneous order means the option A, the poet's ability to blend modern and past style, the fusion of past and present in poet's work, a historical period where all poets are the same, a sequential understanding of literary history. So option B is the correct answer. Here, simultaneous order means the fusion of past and present in poet's work. Next question: according to Eliot, what must a poet do to engage with literary tradition? According to Eliot, what must a poet do? to engage with literary tradition. Reject all previous works, again wrong. Study the poets before them and incorporate their works into new creation. Focus only on contemporary poetry. Create art that ignores historical context. No, so option B is the correct answer. It is very easy question. You all can take it easily. What does Eliot mean by historical sense in poetry? I think it is the repetition of question. So option B is the correct answer. I believe that we have discussed, we have this question earlier in previous slide or previous page. Next question. How does Eliot describe the poet in the process of creating poetry in his impersonal theory? Options are: the poet expresses their personal emotions directly. The poet depersonalizes themselves and channels tradition through their work. Poets' emotions are relevant to their works. Poets focuses only contemporary existence. So it is again it is a repetition of question I believe. So option B is the correct answer. Next question: what is Eliot's view on talent in the arts? Talent is an innate gift that cannot be again the repetition. So option C B is the correct answer. Sorry for that. That has been collected by someone else. So it is repetition. Ignore them. In which year did T.S. Eliot essay Hamlet and His Problem first appeared? This is again a very important work in 1915, 1919, 1920, 1932. So it was again published in 1990. It was again republished in 1920 as well. So there is a huge confusion. So questions might be asked with clarity. So you have to be very clear while answering those questions related to date of publication. Next question: which collection of essays did Hamlet and his problem first appear? In which collection, right? Appear in. So that was Selected Prose, Sacred Wood, the Westland, Hollow Man. So it was again published in this collection, the Sacred Wood, in which the previous one was published. Okay. So this collection of poems, the Sacred Wood, was published in 1920. So that's why this essay was also part of that collection, the Sacred Wood. What concept did Eliot popularize in his essay Hamlet and his Problem? Uh, Poetic imagination, objective, correlative, tragic heroism, catharsis in theater. So obviously option B is the correct answer. Hamlet and its problem. इसमें इसने ऑब्जेक्टिव कोरिलेटिव वाले कॉन्सेप्ट को पॉपुलराइज किया था. Next question: according to Eliot, what in Hamlet and why is Hamlet an artistic failure? Okay, you all know that T.S. Eliot called this drama Hamlet a artistic failure. While criticizing Shakespeare, he said that this work, this drama play Hamlet, is an artistic failure of Shakespeare. Options are: because of the weak character of Hamlet, because Shakespeare fails to find an objective correlative for Hamlet's emotions, because the play is too long, because the plot is overly complicated. So option B is the correct answer. Eliot believes that Shakespeare fails to find an objective correlative in this work. So option B is the correct answer here, right? If you want to know more about the term objective correlative, you may comment there. I will make separate video with lot of easy examples. Next question: which two critics, if you don't know only, if you know then it's fantastic, it's very good. Okay, don't take these words to your uh, ego. Okay, lot of time many people say that we know that already, why are you talking about? Okay, let's come to the point. Which two critics does Eliot accuse of projecting their own characters onto Hamlet? So options are Samuel Taylor Coleridge, S.T. Coleridge, John Keats, Johann Wolfgang Goethe, or Samuel S.T. Coleridge, William Shakespeare, Thomas Kyd, J.M. Robertson, or Edgar Stoll. So option B is the correct answer. Goethe and S.T. Coleridge. Read the question again. Which two critics does Eliot accuse of projecting their own characters onto Hamlet? S.T. Coleridge and Goethe. This is very tricky and important question. Next question: what does Eliot praise? Why? What does Eliot praise J.M. Robertson, Elmer Edgar Stoll for in their critiques of Hamlet? Options are: focusing on the individual character of Hamlet, criticizing Shakespeare's prose, focusing on the larger scope of play rather than just Hamlet's character, ignoring historical context, So option C is the correct answer here. Focusing on the larger scope of the play rather than just Hamlet's character. This is the correct option here in this question. Video is going uh, more than 15 minutes in. It will complete, I think, in 17 or 18 minutes. So we watch because we are covering more than 25 questions. I believe that we'll cover 30 questions in this video. Which three sources does Eliot believe Shakespeare based in his play Hamlet on? So these are the sources. You may read them. A pausing video. Option is the correct answer. Eliot believes that Shakespeare took the help of these works, the Spanish tragedy or Hamlet, or a version of the play performed in the Germany. Option B is the correct answer here. Right. Next question, according to Eliot, what is the primary flaw in Shakespeare's version of Hamlet? Hamlet's revenge is too easily executed. Hamlet's motivations for delay are not convincingly explained. Hamlet's madness is not believable. The play lacks a moral message. So option B is the correct answer here. Hamlet's motivations for delay are not convincingly explained. So this is the uh, flaw as per the Eliot in Shakespeare work play Hamlet. Next question, what does Eliot mean by the term objective correlative? So options are a specific character who represent Hamlet's emotions, set of objects. It is again a repetition of question. I believe so. So please ignore it. So option B is the correct answer. What does that mean? Option B is answer of for that. In which Shakespeare's other plays does Eliot acknowledge the use of an effective objective correlate? This is yes, this is very important question. He criticized Hamlet, but he praised another play. So which one? Which play is that? In which of Shakespeare's plays does Eliot acknowledge the use of an effective objective correlative? So कौन सा है? King Lear, Macbeth, Othello, Romeo and Juliet. So he says that this one Macbeth meets all the requirement of objective correlatives. So this is the correct answer. You may remember a lot of time they ask that everybody knows that T.S. Eliot told that Hamlet is the artistic failure, but he praised one. So which is that one? So it is Macbeth. He says that Macbeth meets all those requirements that are part of objective correlative as per the T.S. Eliot. Okay, next question. Okay, we will continue the series. It is almost 18 minutes. We have covered more than 25-30 questions. So we'll continue this series. We'll discuss these questions in our next video. Till then, you can watch more videos in our playlist. You can suggest anything you want in comment box. And again, saying or requesting if you are liking, if you are enjoying the efforts given by me and the members who are helping me, so press the like button and share this video to your student as well. Okay, I know that all of you are teaching or connected to many students, so if you share my videos to them, they can take help in their study as well. So share these videos to your friends. It takes only a few second, 10 second or 20-second time. So you may share, you may press the like button, you may write few words that can encourage us, and that will motivate us to make more videos, to give more time. Actually, I also teach in a university, so I hardly find times to make videos. On weekends I try to make videos. I take help of some students to form these questions, then I read them again, and then I try to make videos. So if you encourage us, if you press the like button, share to others, if people are connected, then it motivates, and we give more time. We dedicate our time to that particular domain, that is literature. So it's all about the connection. So I request you again, please share the video. If you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe it, and hope that you will do it. Thank you.